settlement. Yeah, they live for the people them for do any business for do some. Yeah, they live in the office, in all bad. Any business for do some. Are they backside for us for make any students them anyway for make or the confusion on the education. Anybody for learner, anybody for prepare, any song if for the anybody.
In our hands, no more silence, we take a stand for the people who cry, for the dreams that fade. We speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I make we talk. True Media Radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media,
one voice for all.
We honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night, because we believe in hard work and faith to Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we alright for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
Truth began, no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth me get radio.
oh, 3.9. Oh,
Truth me get radio.
3.9. Radio True Media. Radio True Media. Radio True Media. Radio True Media. Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9.
Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9. Truth Media Radio.
Radio True Media. Radio True Media. Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9.
Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9. Truth Media Radio. Truth Media Radio.
You dey listen to Truth Radio 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. Na true the last.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter how you thrive or you kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race, running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!
One game.
Welcome again, people. This is not Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9. Me and Nene Fofana. Today we continue with journey in the 47 sporting discipline at Salon, and we talk about the Sierra Leone volleyball. I got me and Sumana Bangura, when executive member of the National Federation of Volleyball Sierra Leone, and we can dive into volleyball in 1. We look at building the future in Sierra Leone volleyball, like how far they don't go. As we know, volleyball is one of the most decorated sports in the country, so they come for explain we find one about the sport and how far they don't go. But before we go inside that deep one, don't forget say you can add your voice to this discussion by sending a message to the short code 239, or you can comment on the Facebook and YouTube page at Roots Media. Again, me and Nene Fofana, but we go come back for can continue this. But we get with match and league rundown from Kelfala Kagbo.
Welcome viewers and listeners to this Thursday update on results, tables and fixtures. As always, we will begin with the Central One Football Association. Yesterday, be Wednesday, 22nd October 2025, Kongotong be play against Kosotong, and Kosotong be win by 2-1. Today, Thursday, 23rd October 2025, Summer City get for Lokon versus Waterloo, and our match they get for play 4:15. So we'll move now to the international world, the UEFA Champions League, and on Tuesday we see about 9 matches play, and Barcelona when the fourth match been play versus Olympiacos, and Barcelona be win by 6-1. And we see Ferran Lopez be get hat-trick, Marcus Rashford be scored 2 goals, and Lamine Yamal be get a penalty goal where himself score. So we see Arsenal be play against Atletico Madrid, and Arsenal be win by 4-0. And we see Gokares be scored 2 goals, a goal from Gabriel and a goal from Gabriel Martinelli. We see Copenhagen be play versus Dortmund, and Dortmund be win by 4-2. Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayer Leverkusen, and Paris Saint-Germain be win by 7-2. And we see Dembele we get a goal day. Mendes, Wittner, Doi be scored 2 goals, and Newcastle versus Benfica, and Newcastle be win by 3-0. PSV be play versus Napoli, and PSV win by 6-2. Union SG versus Inter Milan, and Inter Milan be win by 4-0. And lastly, Manchester City versus Villarreal, and Manchester City be win by 2-0. It was an interesting Champions League night of football. We see many goals can be come out. Many goals. One of the highest goals per a single leg match. And on Wednesday, we see Atletico Bilbao be play versus Qarabag, and Atletico Bilbao be win by 3-1. Galatasaray be play versus Bodo Glimt, and Galatasaray be win by 3-1. And we see Victor Osimhen be get 2 goals. And Atalanta versus Slavia Prague, and the match be end in draw 0-0. Bayern Munich versus Club Brugge, and Bayern Munich be win by 4 goals to 0. And we see Harry Kane be get 1 goal in that encounter day. And Chelsea versus Ajax, Chelsea be win by 5 goals to 1, and also then get a 4-1 lead in the first half. And Liverpool versus Frankfurt, we see Liverpool get a first win after consecutive 3 losses. And Monaco will play versus Tottenham, and the match be end in draw. Real Madrid versus Juventus, and Real Madrid will win by a goal to 0. A goal from Bellingham with an assist from Vinicius Junior. Finally, Sporting CP versus Marseille, and Sporting CP be win by 2 goals to 1. We will take the tables inside the Champions League so far, and inside 3 matches they don't play. And Paris Saint-Germain with the first get 9 points. Bayern with the second save get 9 points. Inter the third get 9 points. Arsenal with the fourth get 9 points. Real Madrid fifth 9 points. And among them, goal differences among them. Dortmund with the 6th get 7 points. Manchester City with the 7th get 7 points, and Newcastle with the 8th get 6 points. And the bottom of the table we see Kayat get 1 point, Benfica no get no point, Ajax no get no point. So we move now to the Europa League. We get for play today, winner Thursday, Europa League and Conference League. We will take the Europa League, we say about 18 matches get for play, and the conference as well, 18 matches get for play. So far, now all that we get for now, over to you, Nene Fofana.
Plenty thank you to Kelfala Kagbo for the match and league rundown. It will be very, very interesting this Champions League week. As you see, a lot of goals then be scored today. You know, the English side alone score up to 19 goals. We see Liverpool score 5 yesterday after they don't go. They don't lost about 4 games. Then that shows say maybe the champions that they come back, or maybe Frankfurt's not be good enough for them. But we go see how they go play this weekend, and from there we go decide whether the team really done formidable or not. Like I said, just now, in case you just join we, this na Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9. Me and Nene Fofana. Today we will talk about building future in the Sierra Leone volleyball, and I get with me Ansumana Bangura, when the PRO of the National Federation Volleyball Sierra Leone, and we can talk about volleyball. As we know, volleyball divided into 2: get the indoors and the beach ball. And we can help with for clarify how they play both the indoors and the beach volleyball. It seems to be a very fun and interesting game. So you have the opportunity for learn about the game and maybe think about playing the game professionally or maybe for fun. Anyhow, it be sports. Remember, I said sport, they unite we all and bring we all together. And at some point, in find for involving 1 or 2 sports so that you self go to use them for exercise or for get fun. At some point, we all need these games then for help we for relax and take we mind off boku thing there. Ansumana, welcome to Truth Sport.
Thank you very much, Anna. And this is a good opportunity to volleyball, and we appreciate them.
Okay, I'm looking at volleyball sport. You know, we talk how interesting the game look at when I get the beach and the indoors. But I'm going to make you tell me a little bit about the history of the volleyball, like how Sierra Leone gets involved and how the sports come into existence.
That's quite detailed. And first to start with, I think you don't make a categorically clear that volleyball now one very excited sport na Salone and na sport for reckon with na Salone, because other sports than they. But volleyball don't play a unique role in terms of projecting the green, white, and blue flag to the highest level, because we don't reach to pick them where, with no disrespect to other sports in a Salone, we do not reach it at all. When you talk about international matches, qualifications, and Lawrence they don't bring. For sure, we get other sports and discipline we do very, very well as well. But I think volleyball is a unique sport where they cater for both male and female, and we don't qualify to World Championship, we don't win African Championship, and of course, we don't qualify to most of the competitions same way be organized nationwide. And volleyball been on the play for many years, but for many, they feel saying a moderate sport for whatever reason. But people where they follow sports know say volleyball now an household name, based on we performance, and also volleyball now sport where they cry, but with the work. In a way where we struggle as other sports them as well in terms of funding and other things when it comes to, managing sports. As you know, it's not really easy to manage sports in Salone, any parts of the world. But we don't try for make sure say we not sit down because a lot of young people depend on the sport. And we as an association, we get responsibility for make sure say we not let them people lay down. So that make we don't see with the president in determination and drive for make sure say honest volleyball and make sure say volleyball continue and reach all the different angles in the country. So yeah.
Wow, it seems very interesting. But I'm looking into the executive as soon as they try for push this sport go for. I want to know how the executive structure be like.
Volleyball now one very, very structured sports. When in terms of other sports and discipline, and most of the times when they say elections, you can see a lot of fight, exactly. And because everybody gets different interest. And this is not the unique thing we don't happen at volleyball. Not that, they get differences, people challenging things, it's always there. But the unique thing is that we get one goal that we want for make sure say we project the sport and we reach the sport to the level where we want the sport to be. So we can from now to December we annual elections because now always after 4 years we get elections. Of course that is almost because it's always happening.
So how it be like right now we want to prepare for the elections and all in terms of the campaign, their oppositions and the one way they want to take the front lead. The election.
One thing we're going to interest you, not to like other sports them, like right now if you see everybody they go now different stations and for go talk about waiting elect or waiting or elect or everything. But we now we get the spirit where the president can say now the can do spirit. Where everybody get now can do spirit. Okay. What we know say for make we develop volleyball, we get to in differences, but we get for what kind of one road. For make it happen. Because at the moment where we already would struggle with so many things shall we get for do with challenges about finance and we go sit down for fet and scatter, there will be no chance. So people go for different positions and because the interest is there, but we are not fighting. Everything is going smooth and everybody they doing underground work we for do as politics is politics, and everybody doing your own, but you don't get these things. There is no fight at the moment. Everybody is like focusing on one goal.
Okay, so it seems good because in as much as there is politics in sports, but the main aim about all them sport now for unite people there and get the fans them entertained.
Right.
I want make we talk about our relationship with the FIVB and also with that of the CAVB. Our relationship there in terms of international competitions like globally and also with that of the African competitions them.
Yeah. Thank you very much. For make we in the first place, for make we maintain this relationship, now that make we don't participate first in international matches, because for sure, in terms of relationship and the respect who gets now, then institutions there. Now that make we don't get right. Everyone don't see many clubs and many sports and salon not they get. For there, in fact, recently say like we host season 2. Championship, and this is not the first time we are hosting that. And in fact, Sierra Leone hosted at the time where you feel say people were even scared of what's happening in Sierra Leone because the election they done not too far and things were happening. But still the CAVB trust Sierra Leone for still host such kind of tournament because since the one we host back with Sierra Leone be qualified to the Commonwealth game when be like a huge one will be defeat South Africa to the final. Follow we go play Commonwealth game when something huge, for Sierra Leone. And that tells you that we have a very, very good relationship with FIV, both FIVB and CAVB. And most of recently we do some projects them where we just done a project winner for train coaches them when a development of coaches them and all that. This project's sponsored by the FIVB, CAVB, and now recently we just do one. We're still there on. We'll be just come on, Bow. Down at the south, and there we go na the east as well. Okay. We down there na the NOST or IOC, the support that, you know.
Yeah, I'm looking at, the past tournaments on a host. I go and know like how the experience will be like, for Make Salone host that, and also the Commonwealth game as well, a performance and everything, the experience of beating SA, how we be like.
It's always one experience where you always feel it. It's no second feeling for represent your country and fly the green, white, and blue flag to the highest level. Sometimes when we go play, recently we come on at the Gambia, we go play in the Youth African game, and Sierra Leone go all the way final, the U18. You know the feeling for fly the green, white, and blue flag. Sometimes, that make I can say, when it comes to sports, the way maybe funds have been allocated and other things in terms of giving priority to different sports, you always consider, say, volleyball now one sport waiting for to pay attention to. Because when we're going out there to play, we need to go there for go represent the association.
Yeah.
We need to go there for go represent individual. We're putting on the green, white, and blue. And what we do, well, what's in the apple, now the green, white, and blue flag, then they fly. Absolutely. And when then they tag Sierra Leone, and then they say, then they call any kind name, say the association of this, and they say Team Sierra Leone. You know what? That tells you that, if we reach the level where the government and ministry for start for look at, and streamline some certain things about sports and what they do very well and see how best we can continue in private sector, see as well how they can come forward. So the feeling is great. And when we host that particular championship, then it means a lot for we as well. Because imagine if you're hosting at the sub-region, like you get 8 or more countries in the Canada country. You know what I mean? Not just that you sell everything, not just for the game, but you're selling your culture.
Absolutely.
And then trust we back for host because they know the time where we host now particular zone 2, the way people can go and talk back about Sierra Leone, it's a beautiful country, people are nice, they are warm, they are welcome. You know what this means for Sierra Leone? This would make more people come to Salone. So for volleyball, for the given privilege and for host such kind of tournament means a lot for the country, because people will go, we get a hotel and go benefit. Because they must go get. People where they sell go benefit. And then people that don't done sometimes they can go shop some things and say now from Salona come out and all of these things. So so for that country they host, you see now your countries are bidding to host big championship. Because they know what it means for the country. It's not only one great sport you sell everything where the country gets, your culture. So I think volleyball now one sport where they do that always. We're hosting international matches. We highly recognized matches we from the FIVB and CAVB.
Yeah. Internationally, seems so they do very well. Recently in Gambia, on go the finals and bringing a silver medal home. But one for know the current state of the volleyball na Salo, like how they up waiting they go on for a while now. And I also not be able to host the school leagues them. So I want waiting at the current state of the volleyball na Salo.
School league. Number one big disappointment, I think not only for volleyball, but I think for many other sports.
Why you say so?
Because school league be the serve for we as a bank or as an academy for sports them we not get the opportunity for get the system or the structure set up. So school league is where coaches go, clubs go, they identify talent and bring them to club and start to nurture them to national level. But when we get a school league stop, this be a very big problem for many sports. It's something probably sports already voice out, but it's challenge now you have to go find, you have to go to communities, you have to go to schools, you have to go different places. And when the school and also it's not officially organized by the ministry, sometimes then they pay too much attention to that. But I tell you, volleyball will get a unique thing, like I just mentioned, where the president can always say the can-do spirit, is the belief that, what can we do? Instead of crying about these situations, we have to find solution. So we don't do
very good motivation.
Lots of projects. As I just mentioned just now, we do the DNSS causeway. They go around the whole country. For train coaches and PE teachers, and sport administrators, referees across the country. And few things for now. never mind we don't get this struggle. Well, volleyball still maybe among the many sports, maybe after football, now the oldest sport they play across the country. As we speak, we get clubs them all around the different region. You go to the north. In fact, one unique thing we can always get lots of competitions. We can get the regional competitions who can organize like Club Champion, Western area can organize their own, East can organize, North can organize, and South can organize their own. After that, we can get the club championship finals where all the teams and selected teams that we then come first to second or third can come and play in that final. Then from there, we can get regional championship. You know, for make sure so we get a pool of competitions and forget players them. And I don't make what they do very well because the structure, the pattern what they use for get players them is so strong that players have to pass through all these levels and get competitions, get experience. And before you get into the national level, I think you don't get a lot of experience, you know, for take you up to that level. So they do the school project as I speak at the moment, me and one person that facilitates the private school project. You know, where at the moment we get cut across the country, most of the private schools, and currently in the Western area, we'd already engaged in, and we offer training to them and build teams similar in private schools there. When we go there, we work with the school administration for make sure we strengthen the PE department and train volleyball teams. As we speak right now, some of women, then now some private schools say right now they train schools same way. One good thing, the private school, I welcome the idea, and this is really good. And the government school as well. You know, we get another project where we get some other set of people who they deal with that.
Reach with them as well to the regions.
The region, interestingly, the region in the Padayon as well as we speak. I've show you some photos them for tell you say all the region them from the north, south, east, then self don't go na schools them because this is our bank. Yeah, you know, when you take them at this stage, and one thing we don't shift from as well because we know so we get try for strengthen the system. You know, so earlier we get a pool of players and we don't play some certain level, and we so much depend on them playing in terms of volleyball. And when them play, they need to phase out. Who comes in? Exactly. And we have to have these plans. Absolutely. You know, and as I speak at the moment, I think very good plan day for that, and we're moving everywhere across. I think this is the phase we're bringing to volleyball will not ever happen. Right now with data, we got over thousands of names of interested members that we want for staff for play volleyball. That tells you that, you know, people that buy the idea, people see volleyball, the trend or trajectory volleyball they go, and people entrust them, picking them for learning the sport.
So how una can do for, you know, get this picking them for be attracted to the sport? Una they do a very good thing by reaching out to them to the schools. What about those that we una school they know they then school una not reach out to the school them, but maybe forget them out to other means them waiting at them plans the one I don't put in place for get them interested. You know, if you not recruit them, like you like to say, if you not get them when they're young, how then go able to replace the past legends and how then go keep the sport alive?
In the first place, we have structure, we have a pattern. How we go about this? We have a clear blueprint about where we want to land, where we go. So it's not random. We take them by stage. We know if we feel overwhelmed, of course, we go to all the schools around the country, we're not able to manage, we're not getting human resource, and we're not getting resource, but you will feel like things will start going to the drain. We get target numbers. At the moment, like private school, we target first 15 private schools, and then we make sure say we get teams in all the schools, organize competition for them, and see how this is going, you know. And from there, we can stretch slowly and see we bring more schools in. And as I can tell you, sometimes we get different schools and they call we now. When I come implement volleyball now with school.
Yeah, I think it's really necessary.
Yeah, people are calling.
I'm getting them interested in them sport there, so we help them for, you know, divert their mind them from other things them as well. So it's really good that these schools themselves they reach out to now for really picking them involved. And also, I go on looking at they in a project for bringing picking them into the sport. In terms of infrastructure, this rain season not quite done yet. The beach volleyball they way they can play outdoor on beaches and all. But what about the indoors volleyball? So in terms of infrastructure, how can they manage?
Anytime you think infrastructure in Africa or Salon, it's sometimes sickening.
Wow.
Because I mean, volleyball, I think the beach. Sierra Leone is a beautiful land. We're blessed by beautiful beaches. Like when you come down Lomle and Abadjan Beach, I think any side where people can say, you know, when I get something where you hardly see in other country. you know. And fortunately for we volleyball, we don't get a particular place they will use, and that's of course on to prove the results. No, say when you get the environment, you get the facility, the athlete will prove well. But you talk about indoor facility where now one thing where we don't they shout for, we don't they advocate for, we don't they beg for make we get, if not even not the government for start a project, but the private sector, you know, for look into this and see the many sports and discipline that wouldn't struggle. You talk about volleyball, you talk about basketball, you talk about tennis, all of this and ball all need the indoor facility.
And the national stadium be there available, but ever since because the volleyball court be part of the project, it's still a part of the project, and from them the court is already just that they're not done the stadium main ball yet. So where the stadium they're not under yet over to now, how much it affect to now?
A lot, but I always say, will we see the problem? The next thing we start to look at is solution to the problem. We cannot keep crying, say we not get this. So we get courts them way we don't manage, and interestingly as well, we get the access for use at the back of National Stadium when at the ministry place under volleyball courts today. Of course, that we don't utilize that. And the good thing as well, all the clubs same way they try for secure venue for the train. Like Fortunes Volleyball Club, then I Wilberforce, and then you go Wilberforce Barracks, then Barracks, then get and cut them within the train there. We probably not a very, very standard cut, but at least then they able for train at the inside. So National Stadium we not complete. I think it affect we somehow. You know, so there.
The volleyball sports, and again, a major sponsor where they help in terms of, you know, finance, in infrastructure projects and other things that I can do for managing and finance them. Yeah,
and I think one reality thing that we done the partner with AfriCell for a long time now, where then you always come in a little way, but you know Sierra Leone sponsorship is different, you know, always where it's not more about resource, it's not finance based, but then you get other ways then we then can do, like for instance, you see the place right now where they talk about volleyball courts in a beach. AfriCell now then sponsor the project for make sure say we get the environment, you know, been upgrade. We get a small gym there where people can go safe and benefit. Done through the partnership with AfriCell. And when we get competitions, we can always meet AfriCell and tell them this is what we have, and they can always come in terms of branding and see how best. So now partnership they don't go for a long time with them, I have to say. But apart from that, maybe sometimes we get government support for sure, but it's not always coming. But sometimes, of course.
How can be like the government support? So when I can go for the international tournament, them most of the time, and also organizing these national leagues. How the support base from the government, how will be like?
Yeah, it is what it is, because I wouldn't say. Governments get a lot of priorities. I mean, I'm not going to talk too much when it comes to governments 100% support to all of them things, and you get tons of sports them. For sure, they have to give all of this sport, but always making columns sometimes look at the sports where they really do well and see how you can prioritize, you know, and maybe streamline a bit before you go get 42 sports in the discipline where you not sabi the rest, and then you determine so you allocate funding to some of them. You know, let it get a set up criteria with some associations or some federations for meets before them begin acquire maybe government support if you know they enough, because you cannot say let not sponsor anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, you don't want to say that. So we can get little. But I mean, there's always more. Most of the times we can able for go around, the president, the executive, then can use them for move around, reach people. And sometimes it can be hustles. And we get many competitions that for go play for qualify to World Championship, we not qualify, we not go instead. We get potential for qualify to World Championship.
So the finances, that will be the major issue.
That's not the major issue. Wow. You know, we got to do with funding players for go, and that is. Let me tell you why even we do ask about volleyball, because volleyball now most time we the tag as beach volleyball and volleyball. It's not like indoor volleyball, beach volleyball and volleyball. Why volleyball is struggling in Salon? Imagine sometimes to take 2 or 3 people out of Salon for represent Sierra Leone it's difficult. If you are going to play volleyball championship, where maybe you have to, minimum you would need like maybe 15 or 16 man delegation to go. Where you get the money from? And this is really not easy.
But when I don't reach out to, you know, other private companies and besides the government for funding, you made mention of reaching out to a major brand official. What about other brands them as well, other companies that we see the national basketball, they not be get the fund where they need from the government and try for source out from themselves and all. Una ever think about doing that kind of thing in there?
Yeah, I think the follow-up basketball, I see how the struggle as well. You know, it's a culture that has to change. It has to be shift of mindsets, in fact, in Salone Force, where investors and get for look way different, and then governments also get for help. The sport and discipline, they reach to private sector for say yes, you know, we want for make you support them people there. Because when you go men inside private, we don't pay this, tax, so we're not able to. In fact, the people do not get a sense of, you know, how what it mean for them for associate themselves with certain brand. With some other country, them you see sponsors then the feds. Yeah. You know, like with Salone, they do very well. So imagine like last year when we go play the U19 African Championship, Sierra Leone winner championship, that we come with gold, we qualify for the Youth World Championship. When we come back, we'd expect, in fact, brand them for the chase week. Because when you're going there, if we use your brand, you know, it's at the highest level. Exactly. But like I said, it has to do with a bit of education, like what we're doing now, engage them a lot, so they know, because sometimes they do very well. But I think the area we'll get for strengthen a lot has to do with the area of the media. For let also people know what we get before people will come in and ask. Because sometimes we're doing amazing. Like if you check the records, I'll tell you what in volleyball to achieve. It's very difficult for the other sport now Salone, they achieve them things in there. But plenty of people go say, well, we don't know too much. Yeah, so we back the look at.
It brings me to the question we are in. Waiting una don't put in place for raise funds on una own. Like some leagues them like football, they raise fund by match day, where people then can watch match, then get tickets and so una on una own. How una able do for raise out funds on una own for help una so that in terms of where una don't qualify for certain competitions, una no need for way to rely on certain individuals or companies or the government for sponsor una self able put on ourselves say there is this money we don't get her from this social tournament so we can use her into doing this.
Yeah, sometimes I can feel very good as well where people can compare we in football, because waiting football they get, if we just get very small of them, quarter of them, nobody would ask where volleyball would be. Serious, I'll tell you this, because we not get the environment. In fact, for let we get the platform also we're able to organize the competition where people will come in and pay. That's difficult for getting the first place. Most of the places they will get now open environment. But like I tell you, it's gradual.
The beaches out there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We have made mention of the beach. You know, football, they compare now football. Football is a sport where they play all-star. You see various community leagues that they go on right now. It's one of the most popular sports. Maybe not that make the government focus into football very well. So una get the beach, you get beautiful beaches in a Salone. How una they do for make use of them beaches here? So, you know, make meet like, even if it's not a tournament per se, let's say the festive season they can December. The beach they become very attractive. People that they go to beach a lot. People then, why is that they go to beach then see competition, the ongoing at volleyball? Come on, it's a way of raising. I don't know if I ever don't think about that.
In the first place, that's bring me to say, una self the journalists and get a lot of work for you.
How?
Because una need for to go out and also support the sports them.
Wow, if you guys
why make I say this? We have the structure. We have the structure. Well, because you don't even know these things, that's why I'm saying volleyball is playing like we're playing. If you go down the beach, we're playing. And before the rains, we have loads of championship. Like every month we're organizing a championship. Okay. Youth championship, like no, I can be in different stations, talk about these, but also if journalists themselves can able for the profile players, profile coaches, go down to the sport. I feel the politics were there into football. I don't know if it's because of maybe the politics and financial benefits way or travel opportunity where many they get, everybody they turn to one sport when a football, then they follow football. Journalism and they follow football. They're not following other sport. We they try for reach them all the time. For come to us. We're doing very well. Come see what we're doing. Come see our practice. Come get this news.
How una they do for popularize the sport?
That's one thing we did also for this was great opportunity we una give and this was amazing. And I don't mention some of the things that we played just before the rain, Salona one season they will play effective because we not get indoor facility. Yeah. When the rain may go, we stop the monthly championship we organize. And then I just don't tell you one thing. Imagine if we reach now we data we get up to 1,000 athletes we're already willing. Imagine if they want all then parents then already go get connected to the sport. Then get friends they already connected to the sport. And this now one. And then when we go to the province as well, we are doing the same things they all get. Imagine where we after 1-2 years where volleyball would be in terms of popularity and everything, because we had the opportunity, I play volleyball, I started from school, and that's where we had the opportunity. And where me team be this, what we were doing was go to schools and help them train, and then when we help them, after that we can see 1 or 2 players, we bring them to club level. I transformed my team by just using school kids, and today we have one of the best teams. So now that kind of things about we want for going to for say if we miss the gap for get the Pekina in, we go popularize the sport for we faster, I think we will get it all wrong. So we want for attract to now for begin, we want for do more for attract to now they eat too much about volleyball and say, would they eat too much? Maybe now that makes it difficult, they eat too much now.
I think that would be nice as well, because we all there so for build the content together, and me as a sport journalist, I there also for build the sport in sector. Right. We all need for come together and work
for
so
sure.
That this go forward and it go benefit we all. Forget about the different sport them, all sports, even if possible now work together with other sporting disciplines them as well, in order for maybe organize the tournaments like we are in different sports, or fun fair, something just so that we're not going to raise money and bring in people, then get people that are attracted to these various sports and back as things say it could be a very good idea.
That's a good idea for sure. I agree with you. We can partner sometimes, because even now with venue and we can get some sports and can come and say one for use the facility. Imagine a volleyball facility actually, but many sports and they can say one for use the facility with again the access for use the facility. So this is how we collaborate and partner. Sometimes
our photo of tournament they pop out they pop out now.
Yeah.
And so it's a good thing though, at least we all they work together. Fambo, not forget, say na Truth Sports you they listen to and watch on Truth Media and on Truth FM 103.9. Mina Nene Fofana Adeya so with Ansumana Bangura, the PR of the National Federation of Volleyball Sierra Leone, and we don't talk a lot of things about how for push the sport go before and them collaborating with other sports, and then they're on the verge of the election as well. A lot of things they happen into that area there as well. Schools them also don't they involve, Peking they don't they involve as well. So it's all very interesting, but we will come back and discuss more about this after this break.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds, or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000-111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Me man, you don't go believe this. Orange Money cash out fee don't count down to only 1% for any amount you cash out.
Young lady, now true say Orange Money they charge now 1% for cash out?
Yes, sir. Just 1% of the amount where you want for cash out.
So if I cash out 1,000 leons, now 10 leons no more they pay?
Exactly. 10 leons for 1,000 leons.
So me picking, if I cash out 100 leons, now 1 leon they pay?
Yes, ma. Just 1 leon for 100 leons.
Wait, bar. If I pull 50 leons, that now only 5 cents that they pay?
Now you don't talk so.
Wow, this one fool me much. I know one day here is such low fee. Orange Money don't make things easy for we all.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network, na Salone. Now the cheapest cash out fee. No more stress, no more high fees. Just easy transaction. Orange Money, they any outside you go.
Welcome back. This is our Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9 and on Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Me and Nene Fofana, we dey talk about the national volleyball team and the building the future in Sierra Leone volleyball, getting people involved, young lads, so that it will be sustainable sport. It go there for a very long time. It will continue for improve and get the youth them engaged as well. Adeyato with Ansumana Bangura, Naina, the PRO of the National Federation of Volleyball, and we don't talk a lot about the project, the way that they on, how the sports they play like, and things the way they don't they go to. Some of them struggle with it, they don't they do forget young talents them involved into the sport. A lot of other things there, and then upcoming election as well where they come. We also don't go light into that. So you will get more of this discussion and they get more interesting as we go. So not gonna side there with we as we continue the discussion. Ansu, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Hannah.
Yeah.
I
want to maybe look at our relationship with the NSA. Our president currently, Naina, be the former Minister of Sport, and part of his project now the NSA. So being that in Nainga the NSA initiative, which means I should say get a very good relationship with the NSA. So in terms of support, how much should they get from NSA?
No, I think that's not reality, because we presidents now want somebody who is very vibrant in terms of bringing initiative. I think in Drive don't take volleyball to this level where volleyball there, because everything in life where they succeed, whether you like it or not, you have to also start from the leadership. And if they fail with the blame leader, if they succeed, we have to also give them some accolade that it's because of their drive, you know, and the work very. So we have a very good relationship, and for sure, there are some projects them, of course, where volleyball can benefit through the NSA projects them. So that might be a laudable idea we come up with, and that's really the hill gold, probably not only for volleyball, well, not even probably not only for volleyball, but even other sports and discipline them, because I know I can, you know, interact with many other sports them, for sure, and then projects them, they can always reach out to the NSA, can tell me, say, we don't send letter to the, we get meeting with NSA and then stuff, and so now relationship, they're very cordial, and of course we can get some support small.
Well, that's good. At least NSA they help on us. So even though themselves they get their own struggles as well, but they also throw light to Naguna helping and as well, which is very good because they under for help the sport then as alone. More go into the female sector. Yeah. At some point, where they go school, a project like this be actually come now. We school attend convents. Why is a video convent? A project like volleyball coming. We are in the try for guess females they involved into it. And I don't get big names them into that aspect in terms of females as like Binta and Admire as well. So how una they in terms of getting women involved into this sport? Because part of the reason why I pay them mostly they pay for getting picking them involved into this sport. Yeah, so socially it's good, but part of this good part of the social aspect is that sometimes the people that they get vulnerable So waiting at the structure una don dey do for, get them involved now one to also for protect them.
Yeah, I think volleyball now one unique sport na Salone way from the time, way back, decades when volleyball day, we always get this balance, gender equality and other things. Because all the clubs, 90% of the clubs in a Salone get female teams. So it's not like maybe other sports you go see say then just get a male team. Yeah, it's almost like a structure. If you have a male team, you have to have a female team. So, but I tell you, it's challenging. Because like you mentioned, the culture for Salone, no balance, in which even our homes then they give the male child them more privilege for do as they want, go as they want. But when the female child then come, then can just take them for do more domestic work, help you in a kitchen, can't do this. And the parent then can so protective, which fairly can understand to a certain extent based on what you explain in society. But I think we don't cross that path. This is the 21st century, whereas people should be thinking that you want the girl picking them for us. Why make plenty women and then marry those and today with on the sofa because the way they bring them up. Then bring them for be just one way. I'm not saying somebody should not submissive, but also then forget some certain rights where you the parents and for acknowledge from the young age. We know to everything we tell you picking pass it do directly, you feel say no more. Otherwise, if you do otherwise, you punish them. You know this kind of way you tell the picking say not getting the right for making your own decisions. So when it gets to a certain level, like you say they are very vulnerable because sometimes they even struggle with decision making. Because they're not even trained them from certain stage. The parent then they insist on do this. The Pekin has no right to say what they love or what they want. But we're seeing a lot of change based on the way how would they go about meeting the parent. I guess yeah. So sometimes I guess some parent them way you can meet and then can tell you, say, hey, Miguel Pekin, I don't want to expose.
Exactly.
I don't want to expose because of society, because of this, which you can tell them. But when we can talk to them, then give the Pekin and the privilege, just as you mentioned right now. Every parent was proud of Binta. Even if not to you born and by then, we Binta, they play, they represent Sierra Leone, they win. You're proud of Binta, proud of Maria, proud of Kade. We get a lot of players in way you're proud of. Look at also football, look at the female team. When you equip them, when you empower them, and when the parents are also willing for partner to the development, I think we can see a whole change in terms of developing female. Developing this doesn't only come from the sport. I think parents and therefore begin partner. We get some other people that will understand. Like, for instance, I be to go watch sometime YSC when them picking on the train. Yeah. Guess what happen? Them parents then they drive count and picking them for can watch there when they play.
Yeah,
and then they do this. Like... But Salone, the parent don't have time. Just maybe the 1 hour away for come and see say you picking the train. They cannot. So always then they go tell you, if the Pekin also you the kind of the environment, or you the coach and everybody say, the parents and they check on you, and see what's in there. You say it's going to be a different environment. Absolutely. So it takes a lot of education, where we try for do for make sure, because we get a big gap at the moment, struggling for see our best we get an athlete currently where in parents not even want for making the camp train and our talent. You know, all the time you want there.
In that situation, they don't can handle that.
It's very critical. It takes education. It takes going to the parent and making sure that they understand and also give them some security. Because it also is for you to making them believe that society and picking day. Now, say we no go get some of them challenges there and way they talk. I think understanding, safeguarding, and some of them things, and because we get the education in there, and we can make sure say we educate the parents them and that una trust way on this, and then we show them example of then other picking them way, then give the same privilege and who side and they elected, and you get especially also the thing if you watch like we'll talk about Kush at the moment at Salone. Yeah. Say we get. A lot of girl picking them also will enter into Kush. Sometimes you're surprised when you go on this side and say, why? Because the way some of them picking they are raised up, they can easily influence them. Because from then they come up now, one great idea, then they go with now waiting and parents say, nah, no more. So if the parents no longer they available or not they close to and then go listen back to waiting and party say. Because no ever learn for make decision for say, no, mama, today attire, la rest small. Then you know beat him, you know shout pagam, you know whap him, you know deprive him. You understand? Say in need for rest. You know you go do the thing. So with all them kind of things, and if we start that way from homes, come to schools and other things, I think we get picking them way they know them right, and also they can able to speak out. If something is wrong at 14, 15 years, they can able to stand up to it sometimes. But it takes, like we say, education. It takes a lot. So we are on that.
Okay.
We partner with parents, them, teachers, them, because when we're doing this, we're not leaving anyone.
Yeah,
we're working with everyone. It's a collaborative effort, as well as with Educated Picking. And that's why this program, after we don't train coaches, administrators, referees, and PE teachers, we engage the kids as well. We train them on how to do this message, how to pass this message. If something is not right, what automate, how to approach. Then you just keep them to yourself, and sometimes coaches them as well, some side and knocking also understand for no waiting in players and they go through, because it's difficult in salon. Some coaches enforce the battle with their own talent, let alone because of talent. So many things and they were not easy in a salon, but we have to improvise to make things better.
Really challenging.
It
but
is.
I'm looking at, we don't talk about, permanent names them in terms of the female sector. Looking at the male sector again, we get players like Banky, Lombi, and Issue, and other recent one. Issue, of course, is a recent player, so we don't make a name into that. In order for bringing them as a mentor to these young people, how I can do for, bring these people where they don't date into this field to these young people coming up, so that they go look at them and say, oh, this player very good. Because they made mention of football often and compare other sports to them, because it is the popular sport. Every picking around know about football. So like football, we are in, people no need for, you hear the name like Messi, you hear Kai Kamara all the time. So how I can do for make them pick yourself when they're involved in the sport, hear the names of these legends, and teach them also, besides the normal training, the physical training, the education are part of it as well. Tell them, make a reference to example, bringing them people as well for inspire them, for get them involved.
Yeah, right. That is very, very important, because one thing we know, picking they easily learn by visual things. Absolutely. Things where they see. Yeah. Because why football is popular is because they bring football to the TV, and you can sit at home and watching football. So even picking self they able, and also the facility is easy. Anybody can kick any ball, whereas realistically volleyball to get the original is very expensive. Yeah. And some all of them things in this. So we get the one that we mentioned, the Abubakar, the Patrick Lombi, the Ishmael Bangura, and the Dadida. For instance, like Dida, we also don't play for the beach national team for many years. At the moment, a national coach. Nice. And with me too. Yeah. So we don't play. And now we're coming back to pay and say, we have to mentor these boys and girls that are coming up, and says, we were looking up to these people as well. They themselves, they play the ball and they're very responsible, because that's the key thing. Because if you follow somebody, 10 chances to 1, most begin where they come out one way, sometimes check their background also and see the kind of challenges probably where they go through. They easily can get them off. I don't say other one than the well, but the high rate is when you get a background where you parents will not be like now possible you they look at. And picking, like I tell you, if he then house in parent and they drink and smoke before round, and they send them for go buy cigarettes all the time, for make it start for smoking not difficult for them. Because they already, get used to the ambience, go by, come, bring, and all that thing. So the environment matters. So some of we that make who they work very, very hard for make sure say, at least them player there get people where they look up to, saying that this person is a modest person. You don't want to go to too much seeing people with alcohol, with some other drugs and other things, because this is killing our youths today.
Absolutely, exactly.
And the key thing, the key thing for help this is to empower sports. Sports in this country, why government not for ignore sports? Vast majority of the young people have been into sports. Now they spend most of their time. Even when they not organized sporting system, then they go inside for play. So if you see that kind of things, then there should be structure. Imagine you go some country, then they get pack them we picking and common, you know, say you picking on gonna parks for go play. So it's safe, it's secure, the environment is conducive.
I totally
you know,
agree.
but you don't have these. All the equipment, all the areas that they probably then super expensive for even pass rich man picking and go pay for them picking go na the academy system they know they get. You way picking common school, you just go na corner go play. They one side they play football na one corner, outside smoke man and sit down so in the play so. So by saying all of those things are not good for society. So empowering the entertainment industry would have a big shift into how, because human capacity is the key thing.
Exactly.
When you help somebody for helping self, for understand between the good and the bad, I think it make a lot of sense than for just leave people for do what they want for do. So I think that the struggle and all the struggle. So we always they ask saying, let people in like volleyball we get more, hundreds, thousands of athletes until okay organized would get full of people, and then imagine like every coach understand that I make all the train coaches and now the message way for pass how for teach the player then train the players and we make them very clear, teach what drugs, how we they kill, and people they see for themselves now. So I think that would really help for change that and let people let go into kush where they kill all the young people. We athletes they all let go, you know. It's terrible. It's very pathetic.
Well, I'm forgetting about athletes like the young man them as well.
I know.
And small picking they all done they get involved into that, and it's very
it is
bad.
pathetic. This is sad for our nation.
So imagine like this picking and get into so because one of the key thing about sport is that you know they entertain drugs.
Yeah.
So if then get involved into this and they want to build a better career into the sport where they're involved in, then I think say it go lessen the intake
the
of
risk,
drug and
of
then the
course.
risks of picking and getting involved in drug as well. But we can wrap up the program. But before we wrap up the program, I go make you take me to a typical training session. How we can be like you know explaining so that we go get a pictorial view about the whole thing. How we can be like.
So first, I just tell you just now we get two types of volleyball depending to what you want for year or what you want for lesson. Like we get the beach volleyball.
Well, they go with the all too.
Okay, so we get the beach volleyball. So the beach volleyball typically. We get two type now we officially most times can play. We now the 2-on-2 and the 4-4. But Salon most of the time so they participate in the 2-on-2. And the 2-on-2 mean one thing, will not get substitutes. Okay? Wow. So if you follow recently, why Sierra Leone gets a silver medal now the beach competitions, simply because we get one of the athletes will not be 100%, not be really feel. I mean, the first game we lost to, the first two games that we play, we lost to Ghana, we lost to Nigeria, simply because you're not even able to play. The Ghana game, you're not even done and you pull out with stretcher. So we all hope was gone. Like all of us who were sick, like country where they struggle, long sign and athletes will go perform when the Lauren when they get and they make it tell other people and say, then this don't go happen. What do we explain? But miraculously, and the next morning before you can imagine, he get better.
Wow.
And you know, he start for play. We win 3 games in a row for qualify we to the next stage. And we defeated Nigeria again. We defeated Ghana again, and until we get to the finals. So that tells you, if I didn't think that it was 100%, we could have come with a gold. Absolutely. You know. So now, so beach volleyball normally they play, and indoor volleyball. Yeah, they can say indoor volleyball, like normal volleyball. Now 6 can they. 6 per team, and then you will get a libero system. You can get 2 libero. You can get defensive libero, and the libero now people that win like football, now like goalkeeper and can wear other jersey. We can then inside normal volleyball. So the libero can substitute the backline players them. You know, so we get defensive libero. We can then inside for the team the serve. We get a reception libero. We can come inside and make it pass. So volleyball now a very easy game. Just put your 2 hands together, and then you can pass the ball. And one good thing. You can play volleyball at any age, at any stage. Wow. I get a fun program where they organize, where sometimes people of 60 years can come join and play volleyball and enjoy volleyball. And people who not even ever play before, they're enjoying the game. Because you just keep the ball flying, get the ball over the net, and enjoy the game. So now I make Pekin and can enjoy it so much when they start for play. Except you go to that level where you can see how difficult it is. And beach volleyball, I tell you, probably after, one of the most intense game, maybe after swimming, because you constantly, like, depending on yourself and on your partner, you know, and all the time you have to work. So constantly, I remember we played a championship as well. There was this lady that I invited. Now lady did not ever watch volleyball before, and after we don't watch, she tell me say, well, are they about for Congress? I said, just wait till you watch the match, like you see out. when he start for watch, you know, ever go side they go. Yeah. He said, you know what? This might just change my perception about the way I think about volleyball. It just keeps me on suspense every time I'm watching where they win the point. And then so it's an easy game to follow. I think if you start following the game, you'll know where the point is and how they're winning the point. So that's why you were encouraging more people to try volleyball and see how it works, and we're moving the sports to different angles.
All right, Ansu, plenty thank you. I just don't get a very good view about the whole thing. Yeah. And I know say people them out there are gonna be a bit interesting or entertained in the way you don't explain it.
Yeah.
You'd put so much excitement into it, and it's nice though. Although it not be 100% good, but it's not bad at the same time.
Yeah.
Famuna also go take wrap up the program today. Plenty thank you to my production team for all the hard work, and to my guest Ansu, you don't explain in not so very good way, but it's right. And also to Una where they watch the program, Una thank you for the with we. We'll come back tomorrow same time 1 o'clock to 2, and we get more interesting things for talk about as well. This is Truth Spot on 103.9 on Facebook and on YouTube at Truth Media, and bye-bye.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite.